In this video, I'm going to step you through how a student would save their work using Adobe Voice. Keep in mind there's many ways to do it. I'm going to show you one way, which is using Adobe Voice and then saving with Google Drive. So, let's say a student is working in Adobe Voice and they click on the Project tab up above. They're going to see all the different projects that they are working in. So let's say the last project I'm working in is this one over here. I'm going to give it a tap. And the student's gone through it and they're happy with it and they want to save it and share it with the teacher. What they need to do is look in the upper right hand corner and click on the share button. At this point, it's going to ask them to share the video. What's really important is that the students need to toggle this little switch that says public to off. That ensures that the video is not shared publicly on the Adobe Voice gallery. The next thing they need to do is click on this little icon over here, which represents they want to save it to the photo library, and then they click on share. Once the video is done exporting, they can exit the app and go on to the next step. As I mentioned before, there are many different ways for the students to save and share their work with Adobe Voice. Some of the teachers I've worked with prefer students simply work in Adobe Voice and save the resulting movie file to the photo library. What that looks like is if you go inside Photos up here, you're going to see a list of all the pictures on the iPad, and at the bottom of the screen you'll generally see a video, and that video is the video created in Adobe Voice. The downside to doing it that way is that the teacher has to go around to each iPad and take a look at it, or ask the students to email the video, which can get a little bit heavy. So what I've started doing lately is asking students to upload their work into Google Drive. Let's take a look at what that looks like on an iPad. So I've already installed the Google Drive app on the iPad and it's logged into an account. So I'm going to go inside Google Drive, and over here I can see all the different folders that are shared with me or that I've created. So in theory, what the teacher would do was invite each student into this particular class folder, and the students can upload their work here. In this case over here, I have a folder named Avi's English class, so this is what the student would see. They're going to go inside Avi's English class, and as the teacher I've created a folder called Student Work Drop Folder. So the student would go in there, and what they can do then is click on the little plus in the lower right hand corner, and they say they have to upload. When they click on upload, the iPad's going to say, well, what do you want to upload? Photos, whatever. So they're going to choose photos and videos, which, there you go, brings you to the camera roll. And in there, the first file is the Adobe Voice video file. They click on the check mark and they upload. One last thing I would suggest is I usually instruct the students to rename the movie file so that the teacher knows who it came from. In order for the students to do that, they click on the little I, and what they do next is they click on rename, and what they do is they give it a little bit more meaningful name. And they also have to make sure that they keep the extension. So over here, I'm going to click there. I'm going to say Avi's group.mp4. I click rename, and there you go. That way the teacher now knows that that video file is from Avi's group.